Welcome everyone to our weekly call on ease. For the people who are watching now and the future, today's topic is ease with out of control. So generally when we hear this topic, people think it is about just the control. But since in access we always see beyond that word's energy. So whoever's ready to unmute and tell me what's the first thing when we hear control or out of control? What does pop up for y'all, or what have y'all understood till now? Any of y'all, if would like to say anything, y'all can type it on the chat. Y'all can unmute, whatever y'all are comfortable with. I will blabber, don't worry. But anyone would like to say something? Okay, go ahead.
For me, out of control is like too much. And my dad has always told me, because I have a habit of giggling, no. So my dad has all, what you can't be serious, you know. And I have been having a point of view that you can be happy for no reason also. I mean, you shouldn't have everything to be happy. I mean, the happiness doesn't go hand in hand with whatever you have. Sometimes you can be happy for no reason.
Exactly.
So, yeah, so out of control. So I've been told you can't giggle, you can't be too much, so you
So
have
you
to,
want me to believe that you're wrong so that they could control you?
yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Because, and I was like 4-year-old or 5-year-old, and I used to look into the mirror and I used to ask, who am I? I am I the one who is looking into the mirror, or who am I exactly? Who am I? I was like wondering, is that
Lovely. Thank you for bringing that up. So look at that, guys. Like when we were babies, or in a space like being at home, or when we've gone to, can you perceive this energy like merry-go-round or the giant wheel? When we are anytime gone to a play areas like these, what is it? Aren't we out of control? We're just being ourselves. We're really happy. What does a giant wheel does to us? It has no control on us. And we can have that in our life. Yeah, some people do freak out with that. But that's also a space of, you know what, you can be anything and have anything that time. And that goes beyond like just for the space of that. Even if people who are controlling us in our reality, underline is we are controlling them. We like to blame game that the scenario is controlling us or people are controlling us. The reason they can do that, it's you're radiating that energy that even you want to control them. And we like to play that victim zone that no, it's only us getting controlled by them. So nothing is happening from the outside world. It's not about making anyone right or wrong out here. It's the space of being that when you are really being out of control, it's like you're not forming and structuring it to it. That's why I gave the example of that the wheel. Because when you are in these kind of activities, you have no control. You're just freeing yourself from that space. So you're not structuring, you're not stopping anywhere. But we make it significant and real. No, why did he or she did this to me, or why did this scenario occurred in my world? But the point is, what are you loving to have the control of it? Like before I'd hit the record, uh Sonuji had asked me a space like she's having a water issue in her place. Okay, and she's in as a lay person, anyone will look at it, okay, yeah, she's having a problem, of course she can ask for that change and everything, because it affects the whole house, the atmosphere. People start falling ill when you have such a big leakage and all that. But the point is, what are you loving about it to control it? Why you have to take everything in charge just because you're the ownership of that house? Because you're the boss lady of the house? Can we communicate with our own houses and ask what will it contribute to us? And what is your hidden agenda by complaining? Because this is the only way. When we'll have create problems in our world, then only I can change my world. Why can't we have a change with ease? Why do I have to create some problem? Then only I can ask for that change. So that means we have to control in my scenario also. Then only I can demand change. Because in our life, if you all see, whenever we have hardships, then only we've changed. And that's the only time in this reality people acknowledge I can change. Because then I have a reason to justify I had a problem. I went through this. I had a tough money issue. I had a tough relationship with me. Then only it made me hard this way. So I can prove it to the world. Then only I can have that. But as we are all are infinite being, as you can ask anytime anything. But as we start growing old, we make it real and structuring ourselves. No, I cannot ask this way. I need to have a reason. Then they'll tell me this, that. So the immediately what are we radiating? World, come, attack me, tell me what to do and not to do. And then one way we tell ourselves, oh, I'm an adult. And one way then we want to say like, no, 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 you rather do it. I don't want to take responsibilities. So what are we telling in our universe? A conflict. And underline is we are controlling everything because universe will always do G mere aaka. Even if it's creating good way or not in a good way, for universe has no point of view underlying it. It will exactly give you every second, nanosecond what you're asking in your universe. So as simple, it could be a water issue, it could be a relationship issue, money issue, or health issue. It's your creation. You're controlling something because you're giving it a form and a structure and judging that energy that this is real. The minute we function from that space, we lock it into our world. And it gets more and more deeper, then it comes in our body and our being, and that starts becoming our reality. So everything all this is bringing up, can we all destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyond. So rather, whenever we are creating that this in our world, ask a question. Okay, what will it take for me to outcreate this? Even if you don't want to do the whole big statement of out of control, out of definition, just get present with it. Because it's some energy, because we are loving it. And as we understand, it's our capacity of the energy, the space, the consciousness, because every thought, emotion, feelings, what we create is from our energy. It's our consciousness. It's our choice. And magic, we all are already. And then we say miracles don't happen because we are asking for a miracle, but we are asking for a reverse miracle. So miracle is happening. It's just a point of view, how you're looking at it. And possibilities are always there. And you're the potent power. So the potency, everything is there. But the point is, we are controlling in a different way. So just get present in your life. Any space, any area in your life which is not working for you, ask yourself, what do I love about controlling this? And if you didn't control, what will create? Will you really lose yourself? Is it true? Or will you really outcreate it? Because outcreating doesn't again means that, you know what, I have to take the lota pani of sabka problems and take it on me. And I have to be the resolver of it. It's asking from you that you're not defining anything in your world. You're literally being that molecule who's ready to have a bigger change in their world. So when you allow that energy to show up in your world, you'll automatically change the whole dynamic of it. What we like to do in this world is, oh, I need to think, I need to reflect, and then. So again, where we all are functioning from is our mind. And when we all get a bit time, mind will only just control things because it's full of judgments. But when we don't define anything and we don't give it a form and structure to it, you know you're just being the like a flow of water, what you would really like to have in your world. And then again, the underline is, are you truly ready to receive it? And that receiving is only for you. Because you have to receive you. Because a lot of time people think, oh, then a lot of things will change. What will change is only actually just your judgments, your controlling power. And when we lose control, it doesn't mean then you'll not know what to do. You'll actually allow your awareness to come up. Because when we are controlling, we're actually only controlling from our mind. We're not acknowledging how much we all are aware of. So we make it linear and we make ourselves less in this world. because it's like a hidden energy that I don't want to outcreate this. Go ahead, Sonali. What do you want to say?
I am yawning and yawning and yawning.
Lovely.
And see, there's something I would like to this thing. There's no judgment, but
Mm,
I've chosen pain and suffering. In this lifetime, this is my awareness. And I would
mm,
like to change it to the pleasure, happiness. But I am such a powerful manifestator that the pain and suffering gets manifested like this. I get drawn to it. I'm
okay.
acknowledging this and I would like to change this because sometimes I get scared that this might get manifested, like this way. It's like any. So I'm just wondering what is the value of what
So
is
you need to, so what are you aware of? If you change this, what will happen?
then I'll have to create something bigger. This is comfort.
Okay. So is that true? It's your choice. Would you like to have something greater? Or in that also you would like to control?
Yeah, that's true.
So it becomes a choice. And when you're saying you'll come out of the comfort zone, is it true? Or is it be you'll be really alive and you can ask for the people to contribute? Because a lot of time when we know when we are coming out of a comfort zone, everything will come on our head as if we are the survivor of everything. So who are you all being? One way we are saying we want to be adult and independent, and then one way we are saying no, I don't want to take the responsibilities. When we are showing in our capacity, it doesn't mean that you're alone. The more you are ready to receive you, universe has your back even more because you're communing with your true potency. You're not controlling from this reality. So the nature spirits, the world, the universe is all, he'll try to send the right people who can have your back because you're being the true you. As your true infinite being, there is no control space. When we allow that magic of our capacity to show up, automatically, even when you are asking to do more, you'll have more people to have your back. When we make it real in this reality, no means हम अकेले हो जाएंगे. I'll have no support and no one will look into it. Like, I'll be the loner of this reality. Is it true? It's never that. It's again our mind which controls it. It's the people who want to always tell you, no, 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 don't go this, don't do that. And we like to believe, yes, yes, what they are saying, right? And then we allow the mind, yes. So the point is, we are all our magnetic of controlling freaks. So rather just flow. The minute in any area of your life you're going like, okay, this, when it's going like a monkey mind more than 10 seconds, you're already forming and controlling it. It's one of the easiest way to catch yourself. But the point is, we love the trauma drama. Kar lo. No one is against stopping because I know you all really don't like TV serials. You like to have it in your world. Do it. But give yourself a space. Okay, kab tak? It gives you a free will, a free choice. It's all your creation. Because you are making that world real, and I want to control it. And then we have the capacity to tell the universe, you know what? My things don't change. My financials don't change. My relationships don't change. Yeah, because we are being the one who wants to control it. We all get it at a very simple degree as a masses. We all get it. Our thoughts create our reality. But in that also, we want to control everything what we want to think of it. So the minute you're thinking, it's a reality, you are thinking. And we are allowing that stinking thing in our world. It's like in simple example, you all are ready to daily take a shower and wear a fresh undergarments. But energetically, we all are ready to stink to the core. So we are doing artificial creation. You rather, of course, that doesn't mean कि physical shower mat lo, but ideally energetically shower lo. The minute you'll get present with yourself, what you're thinking, you'll know you're just going from that space. But when you're aware, there's a space to create something different. You're being fluidic, you're creating more. And then we like to judge that also. Okay, oh, am I thinking what I'm aware of, is it true? Who'll decide that? Only you. But what we want to do it, we want to give it again a form and structure. Okay, let people tell me if this is true or not. So who are we giving the power? To them, because you want to control the underline that I will not change here. And then again, we play the blame game. You know what? My family told me this. My XY person told me this. Because the underline is you created that space because you wanted to control that space of yours. Because somewhere you didn't wanted to leave, you just wanted to create a facade. You know what? I'm working on myself. I'm doing every class, I'm doing every this thing, every modality. And then you know what, सब देख लिया, इतना पैसा डाल दिया, but कुछ बदलता नहीं है. Because the energy is, it's of the controlling. I'll allow myself how much I want to change today or no. So every molecule, we have the capacity to control it. And we all are aware of when two people align and agree, that becomes the reality even more real. And it keeps giving the space of keep blaming the society, the people. So always get present. The minute any space you're feeling they are controlling or they are doing something to you, underline is you have created that because you love controlling that space. It's as simple. Nothing happens from the outside world. It's our creation. So rather acknowledge that what a beautiful creator power we all have. But choice again है, उसको flower बनाना है या उसको कचरा बनाना है.
So it took me a while to acknowledge that I am the creator of like when Gary, I had read one of his book and he said, you know, when you create a different or a difficult person or a situation, ask, how did I create this? Something like that, I forgot. What did I do to create this? It's
Right.
me, it's not other. There's no other, it's you. So the blame game has over.
Yeah.
It's because of
Because
someone.
the game deeper goes in karma. Because then you don't want to take the power. So look at the power, the potency of us also, that I have a power to control to that degree. Oh, I've not done anything wrong. It's coming from another lifetime. Look at the potencies we all have. कि हर चीज पे कहीं और डाल दो. भैया, we are तो like the most साफ सुथरा और गंगा स्नान वाले बच्चे. आज तो sorry to say गंगा वहां भी साफ नहीं है.
Absolutely.
So this is all crap we are buying into. It's an easy way to blame game.
Yeah.
So now,
Passing the parcel.
yeah.
Like sometimes now when I come across such situation, person say, what did I do to create this? What do I love about this? The
Yeah.
challenging people, difficult people, and how
So
much difficult people I can create. And what if I would outcreate this?
So you can only outcreate all of this is you first need to be honest to yourself. Am I really bored in my life? It's like simple thing. Why do we watch longer TV? Because we are bored. कुछ करने को नहीं है. It's an entertainment. और मन कर रहा होता है because we are so done with our day and this is like the way of unwinding, right? That's why when we watch TV or go for movies, right? Because we have that spare time to do it. So in general in life, why do we create this trauma drama? Because हम इतने bored है. So the easiest way to have the ease of you is to ask, what else can I add in my life?
That's my 10 times in a day I ask.
So we are asking mechanically. We are not getting present. What awareness are you getting? We make it again real. Things means I'm asking means I should get a proper schedule download. Or I have to have a schedule. Again, you're controlling. Again, that's the magnitude of being controlled. When
I'm
I'm
looking at the conclusion that there is no possibility.
exactly.
I'm just asking, what can I add to my life? पर ये तो किया, वो तो किया, अब क्या है? And to be honest, in the morning 10 o'clock, I feel कि क्या जरूरत क्या है इधर रहने की? What is the point? There's nothing to do for me.
Okay, so what are you asking in your word? You have to get present. Are you asking to do tata bye-bye to this reality? Because unknowingly, when we keep saying these things, that means the body is saying, you know what, we are done. Our point of views always will create our reality. So when we say, I have nothing to do, someone help me, or, wish something happens, these are incomplete sentences. You'll create exactly that. And then we say, oh, I didn't ask for this issue. but you're forgetting you were giving it a form and structure. You were controlling in your body something by asking this. So words have that power because it's your underline of that words is what you're reflecting on. So when you're asking, what else can I add? It's not like a mantra, or it's not like जैसे आप अपना गायत्री मंत्र पढ़ते हो या हनुमान चालीसा पढ़ते हो, any religion का. Point is, be the energy. When you're coming from that space, it will give you what can just show up. It could be as simple as, oh, I could eat like, properly a meal for 20 minutes alone with myself or with my family. Because a lot of time people could not even have that time in the day. Because most of this reality in this is believed कि सिर्फ रात को खा सकते हैं because so called सब घर आए होते हैं और नाश्ता साथ में कर सकते हैं. Again, these are just point of views. We are controlling it. But we'll not acknowledge that. It's a very basic example I'm giving, but we'll make it like, oh, it means that when I'm adding, means it has to be something defined to this earth, where it's something meaningful. Who will decide what is meaningful? For me, eating an ice cream could be meaningful and joyful. But for someone, it'll be like, oh God, she's adding calories, din mein baith kar. So again, who's going to decide? For me, it could be even I can go at 10 o'clock to a theater and watch a 10 a.m. movie show and people are like, pagal hai, subah 10 baje ko picture jata hai, kaam ka time hai. Arey, I can decide what I want to do and I want to create. It's again, there will be always a facet. Everyone will tell you different thing to control or not to control you. But when you allow that freedom to be you, it just gets fluidic what you would like to create. And it will unknowingly stop the space of controlling what you're all asking. Because we want to always show, oh, I did the right thing. Because the underline is you're not proving it to them. You're trying to prove it to yourself that I am in control. I'm that good girl, the good boy of this family or this culture or this society. Because the biggest facade, what we are fooling ourselves is, I'm good. Again and again, I've been repetitive in my all kind of calls. कोई award नहीं मिलेगा. Artificial खरीद लो अगर इतना satisfactory चाहिए. आजकल पैसे से हर चीज मिलता है. उसको ट्रॉफी की तरह इंस्टाग्राम फेसबुक सब जगह लगा लो कि मेरे को कुछ ट्रॉफी मिला था, सब मिल जाएगा. बट एंड ऑफ दिस रियलिटी में कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. This is just we are fooling ourselves because we want to just have the belief that, you know what, I can do what I like to and I can cry. So you all are the magnitude of energy. But it becomes a complete free will. Where are you all ready to have that form? So everything all this is bringing up, can we destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, porn, fuck, online shorts, boys, ads, and beyond. Anyone else? Any question?
Hi, Rashid.
Hi, Ravi. Go ahead.
So, like we are two-person in the same business. So we are two brothers doing the same business. So somewhere I am more laid back kind of thing. कि ठीक है आज नहीं कल हो जाएगा. And the other person is like अभी होना चाहिए. So there is where the control comes in. Yeah. And the conflict comes in. So somewhere I have to be in the silent mode throughout the time. So how can I handle the situation?
So what are you aware of? Does this work for you?
Yeah, most of the time.
So can you acknowledge that that's your capacity? You can be and fool that space. What we make it, it has to fix it and, have to make it right or wrong. Why not manipulate it? Okay, I love it. You're such a good, kind brother that you're doing everything for me. And you're ready to acknowledge, be the creator by receiving it. But we fear underline is, okay, you know what, tomorrow, Jaka, when God forbid, ever the split happens, he might take the more share. So when we are going to come from that space, you will have that because your point of view will create your reality. And you need to be honest when you're creating that thought, is that you're acknowledging of controlling, that you want to make that real? Rather acknowledging, oh, I have the capacity, I can be at ease and let the other one create for me. We make it हर चीज fair होना चाहिए. Who will decide that? Maybe you being lazy gives him that space to work more. So you push his buttons in a higher way to get more in this world. So you rather need to acknowledge that than rather controlling it. Oh God, tomorrow he'll do this because your point is functioning from that space and he'll exactly do that. And in that guilt, because we are aware that I don't do that hard work, you'll allow that person to take more from you. Because you want to be that good boy in that guilt, you know what, chalo sacha saaf khelta hu and usko aur de deta. So exactly that will happen. So who was controlling it? You. But when you want to really acknowledge and just be in your space that you have that fun of working in your capacity, just go like, okay, you know what? How can I have more fun with this? And ask the business that energy. Okay, business, what do you require from me today? Because again, who will decide? Maybe you have the capacity of finishing that work in 1 hour. Or maybe even after 5 days, you open at it, you know, you can just do it like that. And maybe your brother has the space of working every day for that 5 hours. So be present with yourself. Are we making real the time? Because again, time is just a conceptual. And who'll define that laziness? Because you were just labeled, and because you wanted that to be labeled, because you started acknowledging, oh, I actually don't do anything, that means I'm lazy. So the world could tell you that. So who's controlling again that space also? You. So anyone telling us anything in a good or bad way of this reality, it's like we are being that energy. So it's like we're giving it form and structure. The minute we give anything to a form and structure, it becomes real. It becomes the controlling energy. But if I don't form it, I don't structure it, I don't label it, it's fluid. I can have anything. So when we allow from that space, you always create more. Because that we are actually being the energy of awareness, not the mind. This helps?
Yeah. And somewhere like in access we say we should be asking, but somewhere there is no requirement of ask in my area. मतलब वो जो business में बोलते हैं ना कि बहुत बार वो बिना ask के भी आ जाता है. So how can
Yeah, because you don't have to
Yeah.
maybe say it. You're such a
Yeah.
magnetic energy. You just know, you're so aware कि आपको उसको you know words में भी डालने की जरूरत नहीं है. So you need to acknowledge your body and your being for that. कि you're such a strong creator. So that is not being controlled. That is just being the magnetic energy of having it and receiving it. Because you're only controlling the space where you're judging yourself that, you know what, I'm lazy. You're not lazy. You have no time concept. You have outcreated a time. You just know kab jurrat hai kaam karne ki. So you should acknowledge this as your capacity and potency, not the wrongness. Manipulate in this reality. I'm not saying no. But you have to be careful who can hear it and who cannot. Because it's not lying. Because people think when we are manipulating, we are lying. We're not lying. We're just giving the space how much the other person can hear you. Yeah? I'm going to see the chat. Someone's written something. I keep trying to control outcomes in my family where my brother is the favorite child and I've hardly been relevant to my parents. I want them to sometimes think of me too. But I realize this isn't working in my favor. Okay, so Maima, is it so truth? When did you Ravi, someone's acknowledging for your question, Seema ji, so maybe it must have triggered in her world too. Yeah. So where is Seema? Oh no, where's Mahima? Sorry, I got confused.
Hey,
Hi. So you tell us, is it true? What do you love about hiding so that your brother can have everything?
it's true, I do hide.
So fair. You're controlling that. You don't want to be in front of your parents.
I'm
And then
hiding in all of life.
yeah. But today you're ready to be on the camera. So bravo.
Yeah, on Access, I'm not hiding now
Yeah.
with the entry of Access in my life. But yeah, I have been hiding.
Because in this place, you might not be hiding because you know people are not judging you. And who starts that judgment? You start the judgment with yourself. Okay, so what are you trying to love by hiding yourself in this world? What will happen?
I think there's a sense of security in hiding.
And so you think your parents can't give you, so you rather hide from them also?
And what's popping in my head is I know they don't give me.
They don't give you, or you don't want to receive it?
I'm really wanting to receive it.
Want
Wrong
is
word.
that. Want
Yeah,
is
wrong
that.
word.
When you want something, that means the underline is you're trying to prove you'll not have that. because that's the control freak personalities we all have.
Oh, yeah, it's not working for me.
So what will it take for you to change this? Do you really want to even change it?
Yes.
Do you really want your parents to look at you? Or it's just the facade you're creating? Or it actually works in your favor when they look into your brother more because it gives you the freedom to be more yourself there.
Yeah, but I've never made use of that opportunity.
So when
I
it's
just
feeling
try to
lighter,
do
like,
what would perhaps please them, and it's not working.
yeah,
Everything they would define as good, and my brother is not that at all, and yet he's like their blue-eyed boy, you know? He's just ulta pulta.
there. A lot of families have that kids,
Yes.
one child being the favorite one, and sometimes even the energy of a boy child and a girl child also. So you need to ask, what is your point here, which you are loving to control this?
I'm going to ask. Yeah.
Be in that question, because it's not they doing it. You don't want for them to look at you, because it gives you the escapism that you can just be yourself. And then you can blame game. I had to look into everything, but you love that controlling energy. You know what? I'm an independent person. You're trying to prove that.
Yeah.
So you don't need to prove, you just have to be that energy. When you will acknowledge, they know that they can see you bigger. The reason they're not looking at you is because they know she's quite strong herself. And you're looking for validation. नहीं नहीं पापा मम्मी मेरे को भी please देख लो.
Yeah.
So acknowledge that you have the capacity.
Yes. Thank you.
Hi, Rashi.
Hi Sumita.
I just joined and I got the answer what I was coming with the question, just now that you're not acknowledging. Me. I just got the answer.
Lovely. Because our body always
Yeah,
knows.
thank you.
See, right now you came from the space when your body could create that time for you. We didn't control
Yeah.
it. 9 o'clock hi jana tha. When we trust our body, our being, it will just take you exactly at that time. So one of the
Yeah.
other ways, whenever in life you're running late, don't apologize. Don't. I mean, fakely, of course, for the corporate world and all that, do it to show the world your manners and you are being polite and all that facade you all can do. But in your being, don't make yourself less and sorryful. Because your body and your being will exactly know when and what time to take you there. It will never make you give to do anything extra. But we like from our mind to control. नहीं हर चीज पे पूरा करो, पूरा घंटा सुनो, पूरा क्लास का पैसा दिया, ये किया, वो किया, ट्रिप का पैसा दिया, whatever the list goes on. उसका पूरा वसूली करना है. वो कहाँ से आ रहा है? दिमाग से. Then the person will say, oh, you know what? I'm a Marwadi, I'm a Baniya, I'm X, Y, and caste में चले जाओगे. Again, it's a control of this reality. You're just an infinite being. Okay, I'm just going to see this question. What is it?
Rashi, I had a question when you were hi.
Hi. Well, I mean, I'm just reading the chat. There's a question there
Yeah.
also. I always do that. I feel so bad when I'm late and I keep on apologizing. So Jazz, just go like, okay, next time do that, but just don't do it to your body. To yourself.
So if I just say it like to the person because they like hearing it,
Yeah.
they like hearing, oh, मैं तो बहुत like gandi person हूँ that I ran late and stuff like that. So if I just say it, nukli say, oh, I'm so sorry, but I just the whole time I'll just keep on feeling so bad and my body's feeling like gross and stuff. So just nukli
because
se
the
kaho
body is
just-
trying to tell you loud and clear, you know what, you don't need to be apologetic about anything. That's why when we are saying sorry, so many times look at kids, so many times we were programmed to believe, sorry bolo, auntie ko, aise kiya. And what time as a kid we used to contract, we used to make ourselves less because our body was not
Yeah.
feeling comfortable doing that. But it was so-called good manners, कि वहाँ जाकर
Yes.
apologize करो and eat in the manners and do blah, blah, blah. You have to represent your parents. I mean, again, we are not making any of them wrong because that's how the programming is gone lifetime after lifetime with people. The point is, our body is always trying to talk to us, but we don't like to because we like to control this from here.
Or
So do
parents
it.
are also scared, Rashi. If they don't tell their children no, कि sorry बोलो तो उनका नाम खराब हो जाएगा.
Exactly, because it's all about controlling to show na कि it's an image, the facade to show the image.
Yeah.
So we make image bigger. And image is all about controlling. Persona, the energy has to be a persona. That's why when people go like, oh wow, look at that person's persona, the aura, because that's the radiating energy of being yourself. When you contract, you come in an image. Image goes away. People are always acknowledged when they are being themselves. That's the energy of persona, of the creating of who you like to be in this world. That's the energy of being yourself, the be you energy. The minute you're going yourself and boxing in image, you have contracted your body and your being. So I'm not saying don't apologize. You can tell anything to these people in this world, but be present what you're telling yourself internally. You always have to be present there. And we do it reverse because we want to show the world how good and kind and blah blah I am. It's like again to control, to show the world a facade, a mask. You want to show I am this. That's why people say na bahar kuch aur hai, ghar pe kuch aur hai. Because you really unmask yourself when you're at your home, but that also again to a certain degree. You're really only who's with you is only your body and your being. Your partner, your child, anyone could be sleeping next to you, but who is with you is only your body. When you start acknowledging from that space, you will always create more. Because you're trusting that you can have anything. But when what we do is, okay, family ke saath also because uske respect ke saath baat karna hai, ye karna hai. Again, you're controlling what I can tell them, I cannot tell them, but you're not being present. It's not about the age, what they can hear. When you go from that space, you're also not controlling and they are also not going to get controlled. Because you want to keep blaming that, you know what, they'll control this. If I'll talk this way, this will happen and that will happen. Because you already concluded. And exactly they'll give you that. They'll always exactly give you that. And then you'll like, oh, you know what? I was doing that pod and talk. I was doing interesting point of view. But underline is y'all were just saying the tools and being that on a very superficial level. But under, it was being rigid, that energy, you know what? They will be exactly that because we love controlling that space. Because if you really want to change that, you need to really be brutally honest. Okay, what I really desire here. Go ahead, Sumita. I know that
Yeah,
was one.
Rashi.
She was-
Yeah, sorry. What you
No,
say?
that's okay.
I should.
I was looking for Sarita, but I think she got dropped because even she was asking a question. But go ahead, Sumita ji. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to ask one thing. Whenever I'm listening to your class, you're really putting me off. I have a, like elegance and kahan se itna knowledge laate ho? Like you really explain everything so profoundly. I just love listening to you on
Thank
and on and on. But one thing I have a question here. Till the time I'm listening your class, I'm in your classes, I get so much carried away, so much like a sponge I become. And the moment I'm out, सब कुछ खोल, I mean, the moment I'm faced with something, कोई चीज समझ नहीं आती है, ना कोई question याद आता है, ना कुछ आता. I feel like bash, you know, that way.
Okay.
I don't know what to ask here.
Yeah, so you need to get present. What do you love
Yeah.
about your trauma drama? Because you're making it real. Ki jab tak you're in that space or energy, this makes sense. But when I become my true self, it's like the control energy back of you.
Yeah.
That you got nothing in my world will change.
Acha.
So you're coming more and making it that bigger that you know what, my world can never change. These things all sounds good. I can go to 100 schools, 100 classes. I can pay everywhere, but my world will never change.
Okay.
So it's like underlying hidden way of controlling your world. So you need to be brutally honest. Okay, if I really even, and just ask the body, can I get present when I require a particular tool or I need to know something? Can I acknowledge from my body instead of the mind? Just ask that time. Okay, you know, what do I need to know right now? Instead of, you know, ye kar lena chahiye. The minute I'm saying, meko ye kar lena chahiye, I'm already controlling and doing it from the mind. Which will be the right thing of this world. But when I come from a space of, okay, what do I need to know here right now? As simple. You don't need to have a proper question. When you just get present from that space, oh, meko kuch samajh nahi aa raha hai. If suppose you come from that space, or I'm getting stuck in a situation, just go like, okay, what do I need to know here? It's giving a space. We don't know how the answer will show up. There could be some people just come to guide you, or you'll just know it in your instinct. But it's like you're giving that space to open up. But the minute we'll go like, okay, you know what should I think and kya karna chahiye and all that, it's like you're giving again to control your mind and tell you what it's right or wrong in this world. So the more you are, see, the reason and access they're given many questions as ready-made, because he's really giving us like a spoon feed ki itna to kar lo. But once you get the essence, you can create anything.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
So you don't need a right question or right clearing. You just have to be present ki ye ho kya raha hai and change that energy.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your question. Anyone else, or we are good for today? I think that's Sarita dropped, so I'll ask on the chat later. So I think we're good for today, guys. And we'll see what shows up for next week. Are we good? I'm just gonna take a picture. It's been
Yeah.
long. I'm not taking a picture. Would people like to come on the camera, or I'll just take it like this? Hey, nice. One or two more. Hey, thank you.